silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I'm walking alone.
What is up? What is up? What is up? Welcome to the Football Chatbox. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Ryan and I'm your host for the Football Chatbox. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Game Week 6 Deadline Day stream. We are going to be looking at the moves to make ahead of Game Week 6. I hope everyone's having a great day, having a good time. We're here. I've got my lemon tea for my voice. So let's discuss Game Week 6. Ask your questions. Shubharan, welcome. How you doing? Hello. This was my Game Week 5 team. 83 points. Defense really didn't return, but the midfield and obviously Haaland captain. Like I mentioned to you guys in Game Week 5's deadline stream why I was going for Haaland captain. It paid off. So yeah, that's how Game Week 5 went. The weekly Haaland versus Salah captaincy debate indeed. And in terms of debate wise, my team, this is again weekly Haaland versus Salah debate. I am going again Haaland. Pep's quotes, the quotes that Pep came out with was like, okay, I'm like, yeah, this guy's going to get another 60 minutes. I'll take the risk. I'll play the game and I'll captain him again. Perisic though, we've got, we saw from Paul O'Keefe on Twitter, who usually is pretty decently accurate in terms of predicting Spurs news, has said that Perisic might not play. So I'm going to leave it a bit till late, but I'm going to move Perisic to Trippier. That would be my move. At least that's what I'm thinking. Perisic to Trippier. So I'm going to just keep it a bit late and see how it goes. See if we can get some early Spurs news, but that will probably be my move. Pep is going to troll us all, but high ownership is so scary. I mean, you should captain, but it's easy to say you should captain who you think is going to get the most points, but he is still getting top points, so might as well just risk it and see. But yeah, there will come a time where Pep says, he's good, he's playing well, I don't mind playing him still. And then he gets benched and then all of us have captained him. The thing is, I'm just hoping that Pep doesn't bring him on for like, even if he gets benched, Pep doesn't bring him on for like 10 to 15 minutes. I don't want that. I'd rather him not play at all. So let's see. We will see what happens, I guess. But yeah, this is the current team and the current situation. In terms of points, by the way, let me bring this up. Oh, wrong one. Early kickoff captains suck anyways. Yeah, I mean, and also like, I don't know, Salah still hasn't like screamed, shouted at me like saying, I am the captain now or something like he hasn't been threatening enough to say, I deserve the armband. I know he got these 2 assists, but I feel like anyone who captained Salah that week was a bit lucky to get the 2 assists. Hey Amit, how you doing? Hope you had a good game week since Haaland was the captain. Yes, I had a good game week. I managed to halve my rank from about 400k something to about 266 now. So I managed to halve my rank. Had a good game week. And I'm keeping the faith in Haaland. In terms of points for you guys, expected points, Haaland is on top for the next 5, followed by Salah, Kane, De Bruyne, Trent, James, Mitro, and Sterling. And also in terms of captaincies, how is the captaincy lining up? Seems like Haaland, at least from Fantasy Football Scout, is the most captain, followed by Salah. Jesus in third. I'm very interested that Jesus is in third. James, De Bruyne, Sterling. And Kane. Kane is quite underrated. I think Kane is one of the best captaincy options this week. I think he should be in the top 3 for captaincy considerations. Russell, how are you doing? Tin, how are you doing? My captain is Salah, not Haaland. Mistake or not? I don't think it's a mistake. Like I said last week as well, it's not a. I think it's a 50. Always, I think it's a 50-50 call at the moment between Salah and Haaland. Salah more minutes, Haaland less minutes. That's the only difference at the moment. So it's up to you on where you go. Salah last minute assist was so lucky, ineffective until he shifted to right wing in 65. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's just that we'll see how Salah plays. I think, I don't know, it's very hard to tell what will happen in this game, Everton versus Liverpool. I still think Salah is not a bad captaincy option for this week. And I still think it's going to be a 50-50 split between the community. Although the overall player base is probably going to go Haaland because there are a lot more casuals and they will see Haaland scoring hat-tricks and be like, okay, Haaland captain. So yeah, it's up to you guys. Pretty happy with my 87-point haul. That's insane. Had to use dead transfer this week as I'm happy with my team. That's good. Means I have 2 transfers next week again. Nice. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are happy with your team, there's no reason to like kind of move it on. You like if you're burning a transfer, it's fine. If you maybe you can like move. I don't know. I have Archer here now. I've lost 0.1 value, so there's no point in me moving him. But like if you had like moves that you wanted to make, the players are just not going to play at all. Fine making that transfer, I guess. In terms of Rodrigo replacements, if anyone asks, we did a video on it. I uploaded a shorts video as well with a couple options for you guys. And I'm also going to keep an eye out for any early team news that we could get. At the moment, there doesn't seem to be any, but I'll keep an eye out for that. How is everyone doing, by the way? Can I send you my team? 2 options this week. I'm a bit unsure between both. Yeah, sure. Send it over. Oh, actually, I should be able to pull it up here as well, right? Russell. Where are you, Russell? Here we go. This is yours, Russell? So this is Russell's team. Pretty good, solid team. I guess James is coming in for Neto. I mean, if you wanted to make a move, you probably get rid of Neto, right? And free up the funds. So if you're going to burn a transfer, you might as well just burn it on Neto, is what I'm thinking. Unless you're playing Neto, that is. But the rest of the team looks pretty decent. Also, guys, if you haven't joined the Football Chatbox Mini League, make sure to join the Football Chatbox Mini League. League code is in the description, in the bottom right down there, X269WB. That's the league code. And also, if you are new, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and continue asking your questions. Fazna, welcome. Hi, bro. Should I bring in Nico Williams? Should you bring in? You mean transfer in Nico Williams, or do you already have Nico Williams and you're planning on playing Nico Williams? If you planning on playing Nico Williams, it's fine. I think this is a good game week to play him. In terms of fixtures, like, where is it? Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest. Forest at home are much more better. So it's a good game week to play him. And also, in terms of defensive performances and attacking performances, both Forest and Bournemouth are bottom for both defensive and attacking. So I mean, it's not like so there isn't too much of a threat to Nico Williams. Oh, you mean transfer in? Who are you transferring out? I've seen a lot of people do Nico Williams transfer in, so I don't think it's a bad idea, by the way. I don't think it's a bad idea. I watched Neto against Bournemouth and he was unlucky not to get anything. Yes, I also watched it and I was like, oh no, because I also thought Neto should have got something. Because we had a couple of players in the tournament that I'm playing, the Strikers, Keepers, Losers, Sweepers tournament organized by Scout. And we have some of our players had Neto. So we needed Neto to return, and obviously that goal got disallowed. Sad life. I'll send you my team, 2 options, 1 minute. Yep, sure. Should I do Cucurella to Williams or not? Do you have another Chelsea defender, Fazna? Or is it only Cucurella that you have? Chelsea are still good. Kovacic is back for Chelsea, which is a huge boost. Because without Kovacic, that was a problem for them. Let me just check for team news just to see what was said. Because Kovacic improves the Chelsea midfield, which in return improves their defense. Reece are both fit and available. That's it. The moment Angola is out, everybody else is training. So only Kante is out. You have James? Oh, okay. I guess, okay, here's the thing. If you're doing Cucurella to Williams, because you want to use the funds to upgrade the rest of your team in the future game weeks, like your strikers or midfielder, then do it. Then it's not a bad idea to do it. If you wanted to use those funds elsewhere. Hopefully that helps. Also, guys, make sure to hit the like button because it means that the video gets found by a lot more people. Captain Kane or Haaland? Oof. That's a tough call, Dexter. And also, Dexter, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Salah the Samurai, welcome. Captain Kane or Haaland? Kane is expected to score the most points this week. So I think Kane is a very good captaincy option if you wanted to. It's up to you. Depends on how much risk you want to take. Haaland has a minute's risk. So if you're willing to accept that, Haaland's not a bad choice. But Kane's also a really good option right this week. He's the highest predicted point scorer for this week. In terms of defense-wise, Fulham are bottom 4 for defense. And Spurs are top table for attack. Not too high, but decently. So Kane's not a bad option. I don't really have any other places I need to change. So should I do it? It would be better if you change it to your pick team tab. This is my team. Well, depends on your it depends on your team, Fazna. Are you looking to go into a 3 striker situation very soon? I mean, it saves you up $1 million. Maybe you could use that $1 million somewhere else. Not a bad move to make. It's not a bad move to make. But just keep in mind that you won't be using Nico Williams for future weeks. So if you need that other defender for future weeks, then maybe you might want to reconsider. But if you don't need that other defensive slot for future weeks, then you can do that move. Because this week is good to play, but I mean, you wouldn't really play Nico Williams for future game weeks that much. Like, I wouldn't play him against Leeds or Fulham. Because both those teams are pretty decently attacking. Start Alexandros, welcome to the Football Chatbox. Start Aronson or Almiron? Let me see the fixture again. I would say I would probably go towards Aronson, to be honest, because Leeds are way more attacking. So where is Leeds? Leeds are way more attacking. Aronson 2.9, Almiron. Where is Almiron? Am I missing? No, 3.6. Okay, Almiron has higher expected points. But who is he playing? Crystal Palace. It's a tough one. But I'm slightly leaning towards Aronson because Leeds are very attacking. But then the impact of Rodrigo, what would it do on Leeds? That's the question. I still like Aronson a bit, but I think both are decent options. Any news on Perisic? If he is not starting, then I'll switch him to James. If he is, then I need to switch out Gundo too. So Paul O'Keefe came out and said that, in his predicted lineup, Perisic is not there to start in Paul O'Keefe's. Let me bring it up actually for you guys. Paul O'Keefe. Here we go. Alright, so this is Paul O'Keefe's lineup for you guys, just to show you guys. There is no Perisic, but he's got Kulusevski starting, Kane and Richarlison starting. No Son as well, very interestingly. So the assumption is that Perisic will probably be dropped. That is what people are thinking. So maybe you might want to. I have Perisic as well, but I am kind of holding out just to see if I can get a bit of league team news. But I'm also planning to switch Perisic out. Just sent you the 2 teams. I'm thinking different captains in both. Critic me. Okay, let's have a look. All right, let's look at Russell's team 1. He has got Michael James, welcome. Hardik, welcome. I will get to your questions as well. Give me a second. So this is Russell's first team. Russell, are you actually really going to burn the transfer? I think you need to fix your goalkeeper. Fix your goalkeeper and maybe eventually... you said you're keeping Neto. But maybe fix your goalkeeper. That's probably something that needs to change. Instead of burning the transfer, to be honest. And then your other team... What's the difference? I'm looking at your team difference. One team you start Aronson and the other team you start Nico Williams. Okay, fair enough. I would slightly lean towards starting Nico Williams over Aronson, but you could also start Aronson if you wanted to. But apart from that, your team looks fine. It's just the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper, I think you need to find a way of getting rid of the goalkeeper. Unless you don't have money and then it's a GG, you have to play with that keeper. Will Ramsdale play? He should play. Where is the team news? Okay, let's get to, where is it? Hardik's question. Will Ramsdale play? Where is Arsenal? Arsenal. There we go. Would hopefully be available for the trip, but added that further assessment would be needed on the pair. Okay, so there's a hopefully. Have been assessed. Hopefully they will be available to train with the team. So we don't know. Maybe Ramsdale might play. We don't know. It's a hopefully and not a confirmed. Will Gundo and Kevin start? That's a good question. Let's have a look at the predictors, shall we? Let's go to Jump the Wave. Alright, this is Emma from Jump the Wave on Twitter. She usually has a team that does really good predictions. Anyone wanted Haaland news? This is the news. Let's look at for City. Man City predicted lineup versus Aston Villa. In terms of Gundagan, 68% chance of playing. So there is people who think he will play. So yeah, there may be a chance that he does play. It's either between him or Alvarez by the looks of it at the moment. There is a strong this thing that he might play between him and Alvarez. Hi bro, Abdurrahman, how are you doing? I don't know what to transfers to do. Have one transfer. 81233 is my team. 81233 is my team. 81233. Okay, this is Abdul Rahman's team. You have one transfer, right? You need to move Rodrigo out. I think that's your transfer. Move Rodrigo out. Bring in one of the Leeds or Brighton players, depending on when you're going to wildcard. We did a shorts video on the channel that has Rodrigo replacements. So if you wanted to check that, I would probably move Rodrigo out. Should I start Perisic or Andreas? Perisic doesn't seem like he's going to play. So in that specific case, maybe Andreas might be the player. Ooh. So Perisic might not play. Andreas will definitely play. So in that specific case, you might try to start Andreas. Will Ramsdale play? Also, does Robbo... I think I answered that, Hardik. Also, does Robbo to James make sense? Yeah, I think that's a fine move. Robertson's James isn't too bad. Rodrigo replacement, 6.5 million in the bank. Have Gross and Martinelli. Also, how do we show you our team? How do you show you the team? How do you show me your team? Make sure to join the league. League code is in the description, X269WB. If you join the league, I can basically pull up your team from the league from here. That's how you can show me a team. Robertson to James is not a bad option. Rodrigo replacement, you already said you have Gross. You said you already have Martinelli as well. So you could probably go with the Leeds players if you wanted to. Sinistera is pretty good. I like Sinistera quite a lot as a Leeds option. If you had a bit more money, maybe Zaha. Or what you could do is you could probably downgrade Rodrigo to like a 4.5 option. And then next week make a striker switch to like a Mitrovic or Isaac. That's something you could try and do. Thank you, Hardik, for also subscribing. Thank you, guys. If you are new, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button because more people will find the video as well. Dexter says very confused between Kane or Haaland captain. My thing is I'm 78k overall. Geez, I have dropped because I twice missed on Haaland captain when he scored 2 hat-trick. Otherwise I would be under 25k. Damn. Can you help me on that basis? Because I don't want my rank to drop below 100k. Okay, if you don't want your rank to drop below 100k, captain Haaland. Because he's going to be the most captained. So just go and captain him. That's the simple answer, Dexter. Not sure between 5-3-2 and 4-4-2. Yeah, the keeper is a problem, but I'm sticking around for now. I'll be listening. Any Leeds questions from them? My way, I'll know what to do with him. Okay, guys, if you have any Leeds questions, Russell is a Leeds fan. So if you want to know with regards to who to pick between Aronson, Sinistera, and Harrison, feel free to ask Russell. But yeah. Also, predict the lineups for City. Yes, I can get you. And Michael James says my account is Breezy FC. Breezy FC. Let me bring that up here. Where is Breezy FC? What? Are you in the league, Michael? I believe you are, right? Okay, you're not in the mini league. Oh, I can't find you in the mini league. Can you tell me if you aren't in the mini league, make sure to join X269WB and then I'll be able to find you here. If you are in here, just tell me what rank you are at and I can pull it up. Predictor lineups for City. Okay, predictor lineup for City. It's got Ederson, Cancelo, Stones, Diaz, Walker in your backline. Your midfield has Rodri, KDB, Bernardo Silva, Foden, and then it's between the next midfield spot is between Gundagan and Alvarez. So that's the only this thing. And Haaland to start. That's the predictor lineup for City. Can I get a picture as well if I can? Nope. No picture. Nah, nothing at the moment. So yeah, that's the predictor lineup for City. My account. Okay, that I answered. I can't find your. You need to give me either your team ID or you need to actually just join the league. League code is there in the description. Oh wait, here we go. Hardik has sent the league code. Can you please have a look? Already subscribed. Nice content, man. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look at Hardik's team. No, Hardik, you haven't sent me your. Is that your team or? Is that your team ID, Hardik? I can't seem to find it for some reason. Oh no, I found it. Here we go. So this is Hardik's team. Luke, welcome to the Football Chatbox, and Greg as well, welcome to the Football Chatbox. I will get to your questions immediately. Give me a few minutes. So Ramsdale, Cancelo, Robertson, Estupinan, Trent, Salah, Martinelli, Rodrigo. You need to get rid of Rodrigo, Gross, Haaland, and Jesus, and Trippier on the bench as well. Not a bad shot. So you could probably actually move Rodrigo to a 4.5 if you wanted to, and then do Trippier. Start Trippier instead. You could do Rodrigo to Andres Pereira. So Rodrigo to Andres Pereira, bring in Trippier, and start Trippier, and then next week you could probably look to move like an Archer to how much money do you have in the bank? 0.2. Ooh, how much money is Rodrigo? You could actually, I think you should be able to afford Mitrovic, Archer to Mitrovic. Just check and see if you can do that for next week. But yeah, that's probably something I would do, Hardik. Luke says, would you sell Saka for Zaha or just keep Saka? I would probably sell Saka. I think the United game will be a bit hard. And also Arsenal's fixtures are going to get harder. So if you wanted to, I think it's not a bad option to sell Saka. I mean, Everton, Brentford are good. If you wanted to keep him for these two, it's fine. But after this, a lot of people will be getting rid of Arsenal assets from Game Week 9 to 12. It's a tough fixture run. So if you wanted to move early, you can do it now. If you are wildcarding in Game Week 9, then you can just hold him, Luke. Sell to Zaha or Ward-Prowse. I probably wouldn't go Ward-Prowse because Ward-Prowse Ward-Prowse is more of a free hit player to bring in. He doesn't give consistent returns, unfortunately. Bro, the thing is my team already looks set for this game week. But I have Robert, Rodrigo and Ramsdale. I think I saw your team, Abdurrahman. Greg says, can you review my team? I'm a new entry with the name Kim Jong. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, this team looks pretty good. You have Robertson. I don't mind playing Robertson. Ramsdale also, I think you can try and play because you have Ward as backup if anything goes wrong. This is just that Rodrigo, if you wanted to, you could probably move it somewhere else. But yeah. Okay, let's look at Greg's team. Also, guys, if you want me to check your teams, like what Greg has done here, and also what Michael has done here, just join the league code, and I'll be able to pick your teams. First, let's look at Michael's because Michael asked me first. So Michael's team. This is Michael's team. Lloris in goal. Ooh, interesting. Trent, Saliba, Perisic, Andres, Gundagan, Luis Diaz, Odegaard. Odegaard might be a slight issue, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, nothing has been mentioned about Odegaard. Okay, Odegaard is a hopefully. De Bruyne, Jesus, and Haaland. So team looks pretty decent. In terms of moves, I think Michael, you might have to do Perisic. Perisic might not play, so that you might have to consider if you wanted to move Perisic on for someone else. But apart from that, it's not too bad. You could probably start Nico Williams ahead of Andreas maybe for this week. Or even Shah. Oh, Shah didn't play the last game. Wonder why. Those are some things you could do, Michael. So that's for Michael. Let's look into... Who was this? Greg's team. So Greg's team. Connor, welcome. And also Boki, welcome. Luke, I will check yours as well. So this is Greg's team. Sanchez, Saliba, Trippier, Cancelo, Trent. Good defense. De Bruyne, Gross, Martinelli, Kulusevski. Midfield's pretty decent as well. Haaland and Jesus and Reece James as well. Ooh, you have a decision to make in terms of who do you bench. I would probably bench Saliba and start James. But apart from that, your team looks solid. So I don't really know what I would recommend for you to make as a move. Because the team just looks solid. I probably wouldn't change anything from here. By the way, I took out Cancelo for Walker and Greenwood for Tony. Oh, okay, you've already made moves. Even then, it's still pretty solid. I like it. Not too bad. So I'm assuming you're starting Tony then? But even then, it looks pretty solid. Greg. So team solid. Nothing too much to change. Let's look at Luke's team. Luke has gone... This is Luke's team. Big at the back. Alisson, Salah, Saka, Haaland, Jesus. I mean, for this week, the team looks good. I guess you can look into probably... If you wanted to downgrade Robertson to someone else, that's a possibility. But I don't mind playing Robertson for this week because Everton and Wolves are pretty decent fixtures if you wanted to. But after that, I think you might want to look at dropping Robertson from game week 8 onwards. But if you're wildcarding, then, I mean, it's fine. You can just take him off in the wildcard. Apart from that, the team is pretty decent. You might want to see if you can free up funds sooner or later to move to maybe a third striker option because I think strikers have value. So you might want to look into moving to a striker option sooner or later. But apart from that, it's a solid team. So that good stuff, Luke. Connor says, hi bro, I lost. Justin, how are you doing? Welcome. Hi bro, I lost a bet during preseason and I'm not allowed to make a transfer and you won't believe my rank. I'm currently 5th in the whole world. Connor, what? What? Is this your team? I don't believe you. Oh no, here is Connor. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh wow! Did you not make a transfer? Oh shit, he hasn't made any transfers. Oh my god. Yo, what did you do? Let me see. Dude, 100 points. That's insane. You had Dalot 8 points on the bench. Sad life. Two back-to-back 100-pointers. Haaland. Oh, Firmino. You were one of those players who had Firmino, didn't you? Wait, you never bought? Oh, you didn't make a transfer, so you've been having Firmino all this time. Again, Dalot 11 points. Oh, no. Oh, my God. 65. That's pretty good. Haaland. So you've been having Haaland captaincy. You haven't changed up Haaland captaincy. Look at that. 5th in the whole world. Congrats to Connor. You could have been number 1 in the world. Oh no. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well done, Connor. Hi. Okay, let's get to Boki's question. Rare, Trent, James, Trippier, Cancelo. Martinelli, Salah, Diaz, Gross, Jesus, Haaland. Anything you would change? Not really. I think that's a pretty solid team, Boki. I can't really recommend anything to change. Not for this game week. This game week, I think the team looks solid. Justin, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. Abdul Rahman now has a bench headache. Oh no. By the way, Robbo, Neto, and Nico Williams. Between Robbo, Neto, and Nico Williams, if you wanted to play one, maybe play Robbo. Probably higher ceiling. Okay, Sarah Samurai says, I'm thinking switching Perisic to James or Cancelo and Gundo to Foden. Perisic to James or Cancelo and Gundo to Foden. Yeah, Perisic to James is fine. James or Cancelo. Maybe I might go James. Gundo to Foden. I think you can keep Gundo for just one more week. Kulu, Harrison, Trossard. To Foden, Kulu, Harrison, Trossard, Zaha or Bruno. Ooh, shush. Can't quite decide who. So maybe not Kulu and not Foden because Kulu's fixtures are going to get harder. So it's between Harrison, Trossard, Zaha or Bruno. Bruno is a differential. Is this the Bruno means Bruno Fernandes or Bruno Jimenez? But Bruno Fernandes is a differential pick if you wanted to. I do like Trossard and Zaha as well as options. So it's between Trossard, Zaha or Bruno for me. But maybe you can do Perisic to James and then Gundagan to one of those three. I'm thanking my friend. So Connor, are you actually going to eventually not make any transfers the whole season, or has your friend probably reconsidered now that you're 5th in the world? Done. I'm in the league now, but you guys are gaining more points. It's fine. That would be a -4. Trying to figure out who to bring in for Odegaard. We'll have 7.4 million to use on a mid and the free transfer. Who to bring in for Odegaard? You can probably bring in a Brighton player if you are wildcarding in game week 9. One of the Brighton players are not too bad, like a Pascal Gross or a Trossard. If you're wildcarding in game week 9. Even the Leeds players, I like Sinistera quite a bit. Where is Sinistera? Where can I get Leeds? Leeds have some good fixtures. Let me move to... Leeds have good fixtures. So Sinistera is also not a bad option if you wanted to. G, welcome. How are you doing? Long time. Welcome back. I have James, Trent, Nico, Cancelo, and Perisic in defense. I'm planning to transfer Rodrigo and one of the defenders for -4. Do you have recommendations? Rodrigo, if you're planning to transfer any of the Leeds players or Brighton in terms of Pascal Gross or Trossard are good options. Perisic, you might have to probably look into moving out as well because he probably won't start. For Perisic, you could probably move to a Trippier if you don't have Trippier. Reece James is also not a bad option if you don't have Reece James. John, welcome. I'm still chasing you in Australia Elite. Are you? I have had a decent week so far. So I moved to 4th in the Australian Elite. So I'm doing pretty decent in the Australian Elite League. Only 7 points behind. 7 points can change in 1 week, my friend. John is here. 7 points can change in 1 week. Look at the gap. Like, it's so tight. It's just one captaincy caller, one player basically for all of us. I hope you have a good game week, John. Good luck. Yeah, I was looking at bringing in Gross because of his price and the way Brighton are playing. Yeah, fair enough. That's a good move, Justin. Rodrigo to Zaha or Harrison? Rodrigo to Zaha or Harrison? Probably Zaha. Talisman figure. Although Crystal Palace's fixtures are slightly... Where's the season ticker? Where's my season ticker? Where's Crystal Palace? Crystal Palace fixtures are slightly tough. So probably maybe Harrison, to be honest. Russell, what do you think about Harrison as an attacking FPL option? I need to take a photo of this Connor's team. It's insane. Connor, are you in the league? Connor, I need you to join the Football Chatbox League. League code is in the description. Can you please join the league? X269WB. But yeah, I'm going to take a screenshot of Connor's team. And post it on Twitter. This is insane. I need Connor to join the league as well. But yeah, that's funny. All of us are really trying to get high rank kids, making transfers, stressing. And then there's a dude who can't make transfers because of a bet whooping us all. Fair enough. Sometimes the best thing to do is nothing. That's actually very true. Good luck to you too. I can see huge 50-15 swings. Again, yeah, true. It's been really long. I'm doing great. Thanks for the recommendations. No worries, G. Okay, let's. I'm going to tweet this out. Anna, do you have Twitter? I don't know, right? Let me share this. All right, let's go back to the questions. Abhimanyu, Vijay. I'm just gonna call you Vijay. Harrison for Rodrigo or roll and play Nico or Andreas? Maybe roll this week or roll and play Nico. Roll and play Nico if you wanted to. Or you can bring in Pascal Gross. That's also another option. Or Trossard. One of the two. Justin says, last question. Just so I don't have to take a -4 by transferring out Perisic. Do you think starting Williams is smarter and benching Perisic? Yes, you could do that as well. Instead of taking a -4, Justin. Just do that. Don't do it for a hit. Oh! Yeah, just don't do it for a hit. It's not worth it. Just play Nico Williams. You can transfer out Perisic next week if you wanted to. Or you could just play Perisic, and if he comes off the bench and gets you an attack in return, that's also a possibility. Harrison is quite inconsistent and had absolute mare against Everton. All depends on which Harrison turns up today. Okay, so don't go for Harrison. I'm number 5 in the league considering to wildcard in game week 9, but what changes to do with wildcarding 9 as teams is already very template. Well, there'll be a lot of changes in game week 9. Template will change. The Arsenal players will be removed in the template. You will see very less Arsenal players in the template. There's a possibility that some of the Liverpool players get dropped because the fixtures are tough. So the template will change. The template will also change to a 3 striker formation. So you'll start seeing your Mitrovic will definitely be in the team. Isaac is another possibility. So the template will change in their wildcard. I'm kind of expecting it. Is any of the Man City midfielders a good upgrade for Rodrigo? I have 8 million in the bank. Very risky, but if you wanted to take it, Bernardo Silva is a pretty decent punt. It's a very risky punt though, but in terms of players starting for Man City, maybe he could be one, but apart from that, it's either him or Gundagan. Both slightly risky punts though, keep in mind, if you wanted a City player. I like Bernardo Silva quite a bit more at the moment. He looks pretty good at the moment. He's playing really well as well. How can you see your ID? So you can see your team ID if you go to points, right? If you go to points, in the top of the browser, if you look at the URL, after entry, /entry, you should have a number code, or whatever digit number code that goes. So anything between /entry and /event, that's your team ID. Haaland or Salah for captain? 50-50 call. I have gone Haaland at the moment. I've captained Haaland last game week. I should have probably done it for the week before as well, and I didn't. Sad life. I should have probably done it in this game week 3. Not game week 3, game week 4. I should have done it here as well. I didn't. I went Salah. Sad life. But I'm going Haaland again. So I'm trusting Haaland. But you can go Salah as well. It's not too bad. Nico Williams or Cucurella to start? I will probably start Cucurella. Attacking upside, plays for a better team. All of those reasons, Evan. And also, Evan, welcome. Hey, Ryan, any thoughts on Perisic start? It looks like he might not start. According to Paul O'Keefe, who has mentioned that it's a possibility that he doesn't start. Or I did not mention, his prediction doesn't have Perisic. So there's a chance that Perisic doesn't start. That's what I'm thinking right now, but I don't know. All good. I think I'll end up starting Williams and bring Gross. Hopefully, great haul points this week for both of us. Hopefully. Oh no, Biplap. What did you say? I forgot. Oh no, Biplap. Put it back in. Or whatever you typed. Christopher, I need to get you in the league, in the mini league. Best game week for wildcard in your opinion? Game week 9 or game week, I think it was game week 13. Game week 9 you wildcard or game week 13? Depends on your squad. Both are viable wildcard weeks. It depends on your squad. It's one of those two. Haaland starting chance. I think Haaland will start and get another 60 minutes or something. That's what the predictors also say. All the predictions are also like Haaland will start probably and get another 60 minutes or so. So yeah. I'm tossing coin heads for Haaland. I'm tossing coin heads for Haaland, tails for Salah. Okay, good luck. Let me know how you go. All right, now, I'm just going to kind of see if we can get any more Perisic news. But if not, I am also doing the Perisic to Trippier move. Perisic. Mine says Haaland, heart says Salah. What did the coin say, Biplap? What did the coin say? So far, no news on Perisic apart from that O'Keefe one. Can you check my team 5th in the league and see whether I need to wildcard game week 9? Okay, let's have a look. This is your team, Dexter? Yes, right? Just checking if this is your team. Haaland from the coin. Okay, then I guess you go with Haaland. So is it better for me to wildcard in game week 9 or game week 13? Okay, let's use Dexter's team as an example. So he has only double Arsenal, right? So third Arsenal as well. So probably want to get rid of that as well. Now, if you're looking at this, right? Spurs fixtures get hard over here. You're probably going to move. You're already going to move Perisic anyways, probably as one option to move out. You could move out Gabriel Jesus or Martinelli in your wildcard. In terms of City, I think they're a good keep for game week 9 as well. This is a tough one. Because your team is set in such a way where it can go on for the next couple of weeks without having to wildcard, to be honest. Because if you bring in like a Trippier or something, you could just wildcard in like you're done Perisic with Trippier, there you go. So you could just wildcard in game week 13 for you. Because your team is set in such a way where you can just move transfers and just not have to wildcard in game week 9. So like you can bring in a Chelsea player, you can bring in like a Mitrovic next week or something like that. Like you could probably do some of those moves. So you necessarily don't have to wildcard in game week 9 is what I'm thinking. But you never know, some things can change. Boki says, is it better for me to wildcard in 9 or 13? Let's look at Boki's team. He put it in the chat before. Boki, you might have to let me know your team again. Depends on your team. Okay, guys, it depends on your team when you're planning to wildcard. If you have, you guys need to look at the fixture swings because where is this thing? Let me bring it up again. Okay, look at this, right? This is game week. Actually, let's go game week 8 up to game week 8. Why is game week 6 not in here? Loading. Let's include game week 6 as well. So up to game week 8, right? If you sort this by difficulty, a lot of these teams have good fixtures, and you might possibly have some of these players already in your team. And you might have a couple of players here that our fixtures are getting a bit more harder. But let's say we increase it from game week 8 to 16, right? This is the wildcard period. Would you have any, if you have any of these players at the top of the ticker right now, right? Oh, well, not 8 to 16, because look at this. 8 to 12 is probably where you want to look at. Let's go 8 to 12. Sorry, my bad. Look at this. So Arsenal, Liverpool, City. Well, City, I wouldn't really put it there, but if you have like Arsenal, triple Liverpool, you might want to look at dropping either 1 spots from each or maybe 2 spots from Arsenal even. If you got a couple Leeds players, if you have a couple Brighton players maybe as well, you might look to slightly off putting them. If you have Fulham and Newcastle players already in your team, a decent amount, maybe Leicester players if you have as well, then you probably don't need to wildcard in 8. You don't need to wildcard in 8. If you have any of these players in quite a bit at the top, then you probably don't need to wildcard in 8, and you can wildcard in like 13. I hope I'm making sense, but yeah. Thanks for your help, Brian. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone. No worries, Salah. Good luck. Also, guys, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well if you are new, because it makes sure that the video is found by more people. So make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Let's get into the questions. Dexter says, also, we'll have 2 free transfer next week. We'll downgrade Kane next week to Tony. Fair enough. To Mitrovic. So, okay. So, Dexter, you're building your squad in such a way that you probably don't need to wildcard in 8. Oh, sorry, 9. Troy says, Haaland or Salah for captaincy. Tough call. I am going Haaland, but I think Salah is also a pretty good option. But I'm going Haaland. I think Haaland's just on form. He's going to get another 60 minutes. So, if you're okay with him getting 60 minutes, I think he's a pretty decent option. Still here for any Leeds questions while I'm in front of my laptop deciding my team. Thank you, Russell. Estupinian or Pedro Neto, whom do you prefer? The Brighton left back, because the next couple of fixtures are pretty decent. So I don't mind playing him. If you're bringing in Brighton left back, you can also then the next couple of fixtures are good for him. Wolves are a slightly tricky team. They don't seem to be like scoring goals properly. Roshan, welcome. Says Edison, Trent, Cancelo, Saliba, Nico, Salah, Gross, Vistias, Martinelli, Jesus, and Haaland. That's a pretty solid team, Roshan. What should I do? Edison, Ward. Oh no, Romero. You need to Trent, Cancelo, Cuckoo, Robertson, Nico. Type the whole team in one go. Roma. So would you sell Saka to Zaha? It depends on when you're wildcarding. The next fixtures are good, but I'll probably still sell Saka to. I would probably sell Saka. He hasn't been performing as great, and I think you can use those funds elsewhere. So I probably still would do it, Luke. To be honest. By the way, Roma, your backline looks good for now from the team that you sent. Amit sent a team. TA, Walker, Nico, James, Salah, Kulu, Diaz, Martinelli, Haaland, Jesus, Sub, Saliba, Bailly, and Archer. 1 free transfer planning to save Captain Haaland. Solid. Mine's also in a very similar situation. I think that's pretty solid, Amit. Good team. Alright, let's. Let me copy this. Let's see if I can find any Perisic news. Any more Perisic news from what we don't already have? Yeah, I think Perisic is probably not going to start. So I probably might be making the move to Trippier as well. All right. Should we probably look into making that move? Probably. Perisic to Newcastle's Trippier. I'll probably make that, but I'm just gonna hold on and wait and see if there's any other thing that's gonna change. But yeah, we will wait and see. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. What are we thinking? Everton versus Liverpool. What's the predictions for people? Do you guys think Everton will pull off a shocker, or are we expecting Liverpool to do the damage? A lot of football today as well, so I'll probably be watching this game, and then I will most likely be watching. What do I watch from the midnight games? Probably keep an eye out for probably watching Chelsea West Ham, just to scout. So West Ham's fixtures are improving from next week onwards. So I would like to actually scout this guy. Where is he? Paqueta. I would like to see how he plays against Chelsea. Because these are some nice fixtures that I like. So I'm just going to watch him, see how he does against Chelsea. Because he might be a pretty decent punt to bring in soon. Liverpool 2-1 says Abdul Rahman. Fair enough, I can see that happening. Are you captaining Haaland? Ask TM1878. Yes, I am captaining Haaland. Yeah, so on the watch list, this guy is definitely on my watch list. So I'll be watching that Chelsea game, seeing how he does. And then obviously we've got the City versus Aston Villa. Do we think Steven Gerrard gets sacked if he loses to Aston Villa? Or is he going to stay for one more week? WFYMH organization says, mate, my current rank is 450k, but I did use a lot of chips. Should I be worried? Should you be worried? Not really if you play it smartly. You don't have... It depends on what chips did you use, by the way. What did you use in terms of chips? But you don't really need to be worried. You can still play it smartly, and if you do it properly, like if you play it smartly, don't make too many rash decisions, so you should be fine. I think Everton are whacking 11 behind the ball and time wasting, so the Salah captain could be tough going if you go for that. Fair enough. Everton have been slightly attacking, by the way. I would... they'll be mid-table for attack. In terms of attack, they are mid-table right now. So they're not too bad and not that... I mean, in terms of defense though, they are bottom. They're one of the bottom teams of defense. Followed by Aston Villa also, who are there. So both Everton and Aston Villa are pretty bad in defense. So which is why the Haaland versus Salah, it's a close call. Because both the teams they're going to face are pretty bad defensively. I'm just wondering whether if Villa get hammered at home against City, Gerrard could actually get fired. Everton midfield is improved with talented youngsters and experienced players, but also the defensive is mostly captains. Yeah, fair enough. True. They've got James Garner as well, which is a pretty good signing for Everton. Let me see for any other leaked early Liverpool team news if you can find. Can't seem to find anything. So far, guys, no news per se. Nope, nothing. Alright. I think we do the Trippier to Perisic to Trippier move. That's one. So those will be my 2 transfers. In terms of other things, I can't really find any other moves at the moment. Who to start, Pedro Neto or S2P? Pedro Neto is playing Southampton, and Brighton are playing at home against Leicester. I would probably start the Brighton defender because I mean Leicester are pretty bad at the moment, and Brighton are pretty good at the moment. So you never know. Maybe the left back can actually get some attacking returns as well. So I'll probably start him and see. I won't be against starting. Like Neto is playing Southampton. Southampton are a much more decent team. Will give Wolves a game. Leicester seem like a team broken at the moment. So I'll probably go for Brighton, the left back. And that's my thoughts at the moment though. But yeah. As an Everton fan, this is the only derby I think we could get a good result, because when people look at the results we get, it makes us look bad, but we have improved a lot. But if we had no striker, yeah, that's the thing, right? I think the fact that you guys have lost Calvert-Lewin, lost Richarlison, that makes a huge difference. Like Gordon's a good player, but Gordon is not a number 9 striker, right? So you're missing that presence in the forward line that you need very badly. So if you guys manage to get a striker, like even if you can go and get a striker in the January transfer window, that'll be very useful. You guys are getting James Garn as well, I think, who will improve your midfield quite a lot as well. So I won't be surprised if there's an upset, because Liverpool haven't looked the best, I'll be honest. So this is probably the best chance for Everton to play Liverpool. Should I start Saliba? I have dropped Ben White against United, but then that's also because I can play a decent backline still. So if you wanted to start Saliba, you could, but I think United are going to score a goal. That is my thing behind it. What happened? Okay, we're back. Thoughts on Dalot and Malaysia? I think they're good options, just probably not for the Arsenal game, but maybe going forward. Just keep in mind that United have 2 easy fixtures, then hard fixture, 2 easy fixtures, hard fixture. So I don't mind having Dalot actually, to be honest, for this run, for these 2. Then drop him for City and then play him again for the next 2 games. And then again, you probably need to transfer him out after that. But I don't mind having Dalot actually. United have looked like they've improved defense, and without Maguire and Shaw, they are much more stronger. So I like Dalot as an option. Malaysia, maybe he seems to be a bit more less attacking than Dalot, so I would go Dalot. Gabriel or Andreas to start, I'm assuming, Roshan? Probably go Gabriel in that specific case. Set piece threat could get to something. Meanwhile, Andreas is playing Spurs, and it's going to be a tough game for Andreas. But I wouldn't put it past him to get something, but it's up to you. I think it's a very... I would probably go Gabriel, slightly. We got Maupay from Brighton, who is starting today. Ooh, that could be interesting. Let's see how he does. Thought on Darwin Núñez. I don't think he starts the game. I don't think Darwin Núñez starts the game. I think Firmino continues to start the game because he's been on good form. But I think Darwin Núñez will come off the bench. That is what I'm thinking. But maybe from next week onwards, he could be an option. Again, we'll have to see what happens. I just don't think that Darwin Núñez starts today. I just can't see Klopp dropping Firmino after Firmino performing that great. I'm leaning towards 4-4-2 as Haaland as captain with Neto ahead of Nico Williams. Could be risky. My gut wants to stick with Neto for 1 more week. I mean, it's not too bad, because end of the day, even though I must start in Nico Williams, it's just that you have to keep in mind that Bournemouth's defense is still pretty bad. No, not Bournemouth. Yeah, Bournemouth is also pretty bad, but Forest, their defense is also pretty bad. So it'll take time for Forest to kind of improve. So it's not a bad choice to go Neto ahead of Nico Williams, but it's a 50-50. I'm happy to start Nico Williams as well. As an Everton fan, I'm predicting 3-2 to Liverpool if I'm being honest. Oof. That's a high scoreline, by the way. 3-2. We'll see. It'll be an interesting game. Hi chat. Tiger and Gunnar, how are you doing? How are you doing? Are you looking forward to the game against United? And how's your week been so far? By the way, I wanted to ask this from you guys. Do you guys play UCL Fantasy? And if you guys play UCL Fantasy, do you guys want me to do like a video just before the match day or something like on UCL Fantasy? I don't know. I don't really play UCL Fantasy, but I don't mind giving it a go. So I'm just going to ask you guys whether you guys also play UCL Fantasy or if you're interested in it or not. So it'll depend on you guys as well. Jensen or Da Silva to play? Both are not that great. So maybe Jensen. Let me see. Brentford. I'll probably go Jensen. Da Silva isn't really great, to be honest. Maybe Jensen. Gray first goal, Onana header, and then Salah 2 goals and an assist to Diaz. No, that's a huge score from Salah. Arsenal to win 2-1, says Tiger and Gunnar. We will see. Neto is quite frustrating, gets in good positions and is on set pieces but hasn't come through. Yeah, that's the thing. Always feels like he'll pop but never does. I mean, it's like everyone how went for, it's like how people last season went for, where is this guy's name? Adama Traore. The guy is a post merchant but actually doesn't really get you anything after. So I mean, don't stay too long for Neto. Like, you can play him this week, but then after that it's time to probably move. First bench, Saliba or Neto? I'll probably go Saliba. Better team. That's why. Derbies are players going into players and not thinking about what happened and pressure building on players to do something. If players don't, you will get shouted at because of the atmosphere. That's true. The thing is, the atmosphere at Goodison Park is, because the pitch is so close to the fans, it can cause a very hard atmosphere for an away team to play in. So it'll depend on how the fans perform, and how the fans' reactions will be based on how much Everton or the players actually perform as well. So we'll see what happens. Where is Newcastle? I needed my Trippier. So I'll bring in Trippier. That'll give me 3.1 million. So I'm thinking next week I probably move Archer to maybe Mitrovic is one option. Or I also like the look of Isaac. I'll probably move to Mitrovic though. I think I might move to Mitrovic. Or transfer Jensen for someone else. You could also do that, Tyke and Gunnar. Depends on how much money you have in the bank. How much money do you have in the bank to do Jensen to someone else? All right. News. Let's look at any news. Can we find anything latest? Nothing at the moment. Nothing at the moment in terms of news. Or try to take a minus. Ooh, for a -4. It depends on if it's a -4, then the player you are bringing in has to be able to score at least maybe 6 points this week. At least 6 points. If you're confident of him scoring at least 6 points this week, then do it. I think that Haaland will get a goal and assist, but then get subbed off in the 6th minute. I think he's definitely going to get subbed off in the 60th minute for sure. The question is, how much damage can the guy do before that? So that's something we have to wait and see. So far, there doesn't seem to be any further news. No early team news on Liverpool. Can't find any team news. Evan says, does it look like Haaland will start? Apparently, all the predictors have him to start. The City forums have him to start, so it does seem like he will start. I also think he will start and get about 60 minutes, and then get subbed off. I've got Alvarez in my team and captained him last week. Oof, that's not a bad return. Last week would have got you a decent amount of points. I had Salah as my captain last week. Yeah, I mean, well, Salah did come away with 2 assists, so it wasn't that bad. You could have been better, but like still not bad. Like it was for 2 assists. I think you take it. Based on how Salah played, I think you take it. Liverpool early team news. Can we get some Liverpool early team news? Let's see. Doesn't seem like it. So far, no early team news. I think we'll have to wait for like the close to the half an hour, and then we'll probably get a bit more. I'm letting everyone know Salah always has a masterclass at Goodison. He could have another masterclass. We never know. Dunk for Martinelli or Gross? What? Dunk for Martinelli or Gross or just bench? Oh, you mean start Dunk for either Martinelli or Gross? I would probably. You could just bench Luis Dunk and just start Martinelli and Gross. Both of them are attacking players, could have some upside. I probably don't expect United to keep a clean sheet, so Arsenal players could have a possibility to score. What was I don't know. I need to find like what Salah's previous points against Everton have been. Harrison in and Saliba out. Wait, that would be for a -4, right? Wouldn't it? TM. Would that be for a -4? Because if it's for a -4, I probably don't think I'll do it. I think Saliba is still pretty good. The fixtures for Arsenal, next 2 fixtures are still pretty decent. So I don't mind playing Saliba for those 2 games. I've got him in the team. Oh, okay. So then why Harrison in and Saliba out? You mean to start? Or if you're starting, then yeah, you can start Harrison. It's not a bad game. Like it's not a bad game to start him. You can start him. Yeah. You can start. Yeah. Let's see if you can find anything else. Nothing else at the moment. No team news. Alright. Lots of games upcoming. Will be interesting to see what happens there. James is back in right back today as they have Fofana. Yep. Which should be fun because Rich James at right wing back is so much more better than him at right centre back. And it also gives Chelsea an attacking output. Because I think he's one of their best attackers. Rich James. So it'll improve Chelsea's attacking output as well. Apart from that, I don't seem to find any. There doesn't seem to be any Perisic or any further Perisic news or anything of that sort, or even Liverpool news. Imagine Trent in centre back, or Trent won't play centre back. Trent in centre back will be a disaster. Trent can't defend, unfortunately. So it'll be a disaster. What do you think of Henderson? Which Henderson are we talking about? Which Henderson are we looking at? Goalkeeper for Forest. He's not too bad. I think he'll do well for Forest. It's a good signing for Forest. Will he improve their defense though? I don't know. That depends on their defense as well. He's done well. Saved 2 penalties. So far he's done well. But we'll see how he goes. Okay, so far nothing else. No news. Alright. I think today has been a very quiet day. Not much news that has popped in recently. Everything seems to be pretty quiet. I'm also trying to find something and I can't really find any. Anyone? Should we just predict the games while we wait for like any early team news? Because I'm trying to think and I can't figure out any early team news. Like looking, can't find any early team news. Um, what do people think? Brentford versus Leeds. I think Leeds will win. I'm going probably 2-1 for Leeds. Chelsea versus West Ham. I think Chelsea will get that W. Probably a 2-0. Liverpool versus Everton. I think 2-1 to Liverpool, unfortunately. TM. Newcastle Crystal Palace. I'm thinking 1-0 Newcastle. Forest Bournemouth. 2-1 to Forest, maybe. Spurs Fulham will be a tough game, this one. I don't see Spurs keeping a clean sheet though. So maybe 2-1 here as well. I hate to say it, I think Brentford will win that or draw. Ooh. I like Leeds. I've been very impressed with how Jesse Marsh has done, and I feel like I was pretty harsh on Leeds at the start when we did the Premier League predictions. Like, Jesse Marsh has done way better than what I expected. I would have still it would have been still good, like, if Leeds could have got a few more signings, but so far they've done pretty well. Wolves Southampton. I think Southampton might actually get something from this game. Could be a draw, maybe a 1-1 draw. Villa City. Will Steven Gerrard retain his job? I say probably 3-0 to City. Brighton Leicester. I'm going with a 2-0 to Brighton, and Man United Arsenal, I'm going 2-1 to United. Brentford versus Leeds 1-1. Ooh, West Ham normally beat Chelsea. West Ham have always been a boogie team, bro. For a couple teams, like, West Ham played well, which is why I want to see, like, I'm very interested to see if this guy will start. Paqueta. Because he's had a really good record from, I think, League One is where he came from. Let me check. Because he had like a goal in 3 games is what FPL Karan said on the podcast. Alan, welcome. I'm thinking of Nottingham Forest differential. Would you go Gibbs White or Lingard as Rodrigo replacement? Well, if you're looking for Forest, then I'd probably go Gibbs White. I think Gibbs White, in terms of midfield, where is my midfield chat? Here we go. I think Gibbs White is probably who you want to probably go for. I think he'll play. Sam, welcome. Hi, am I late? How are you? No, you are not late. We still have half an hour more for the deadline. I'm doing well. How are you? There's a question with regards to Lingard or Gibbs White. I think Gibbs White. Like, he's much more higher than Lingard. XGI of 1.41. So Gibbs White for me, Alan. This is the team at the moment. This is the team, but Perisic to Trippier is about to happen. I'm just waiting to see if any news comes in before that. Forest 3-0. Ooh, 3-0 to Forest. That's a possibility. I won't put it past. Bournemouth are pretty bad, to be honest. Just feel bad for them. Also, guys, if you are new, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers before the first international break. We've just passed 384. Is it possible? Maybe, but I need your help as well. So 500 subscribers before the first international break. So make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new. And also hit that like button if the content helps you. Alan says, thanks so much. No worries. Tiger and Gunnar says, Everton 1, Liverpool 1. Oof. I think TM will take that. TM will definitely take that result. Predicted lineups for City and Brentford. Let's get this. I don't have the Brentford one, unfortunately. Football Scout has benched White. Even I have benched White. I don't have the lineups for Brentford, but I can get you predicted lineups for City. Predicted lineups for City is... Here we go. You got Edison in goal, Cancelo, Stones, Diaz, Walker, Rodri, KDB, Haaland, and then you've got a couple doubts in terms of it's either Silva or Foden or both, and then either Gundagan or Alvarez. So these guys are the slight doubts. We don't know which one it's going to be. Who will you pick as your best Rodrigo replacement? I think for Rodrigo replacements, it's between the two Leeds players in Gross and Trossard, or Sinistera from Leeds is also another good option. I think one of those three players is where I would go. I like Trossard, I like Gross as well. I think both of them could be good. I think it depends on where you want to go. One of those three, it's up to you to pick. That's within that budget, that is, assuming that's the budget you have. We are the kings of getting 1-all draws. Well, let's see if that happens. Will James start? Your thoughts? I think James will start. Yes. He was just sick the last game week, so he should be back. He should be playing in right wing back, hopefully, now that they have Fofana. Hopefully he plays in right wing back, so I think James will start. Yes. Da Silva versus Andreas this week. Predicted points maybe. I'll tell you now, play Andreas between the two. Don't play Da Silva. But if you wanted to check the predicted points, Da Silva has 3.1. Wow. Andreas has... Where's Fulham? Andreas has 2.6. So Da Silva has slightly higher predicted points than Da Silva. I mean, Da Silva has slightly higher predicted points than Andreas. But I would still probably play Andreas over the two. Because Andreas will get you more minutes, on set pieces, all of that. Siberian Tiger, welcome to the football chat box. Hey bro, will I regret playing 5-3-2 this week? Because I am looking to get 2 free transfers next week. No, I don't think you will regret it. But again, it depends on who you're playing in your team. But it's not a bad choice. Because the back is still pretty decent. So I don't think you regret it, no. What happens if Haaland is my captain but Salah is my vice? Will I get captain points on Salah if Haaland doesn't start? Yes. So if you captain Haaland and you vice captain Salah, and obviously if Haaland doesn't feature at all in the game, then your armband will be switched to Salah. So then your Salah will become your captain. Need to make a transfer, James or Trippier? Removing Zinchenko, funds available. James. I would go Reece James. Just much more higher explosive potential. That's what I would do. Shubharan says Liverpool midfield injuries with time wasting and dirty challenge Everton might lead to a draw in the early kickoff. Ooh. Well, I will be watching that game. I will be tweeting that game. So if you guys want to follow me, at Ryan_MS28 on Twitter, feel free to follow me there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. It should be a good one. Pope or Sanchez? Pope going forward. Especially if you're going... Pope. Because Pope has better fixtures going forward. These are pretty good fixtures, at least until now. If you're wildcarding in Game Week 12, then Game Week 13 maybe, then you could do Pope, because these are not too bad fixtures. Sanchez, on the other hand, is about to hit a slightly difficult run, I would say. It's not too bad. Liverpool and Spurs is just too tough, but I would slightly go Pope at the moment. Can we see your team? Yes, you can. This is the team. This is what the team is like. Perisic is going to be moved to Trippier. I haven't done that move yet. Well, what's the time? Okay, I need to do that move soon. But this is my team currently. Armbands on Haaland. Perisic will go to Trippier. Thinking of changing Walker and Foden. Good idea. Mike, how are you doing? Welcome. Walker and Foden. Maybe play Walker. Well, who are you switching them to, first of all? Depends on who you're switching them to. Pope plus Stupinan versus Sanchez plus Trippier. Sanchez plus Trippier. It's just because Trippier has a higher upside than all of that. So Sanchez plus Trippier. I'm wildcarding in Game Week 9. Ooh. Some good options available in Game Week 9. Shahryar Ahmed. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name. Do you think Pickford is an underrated goalkeeper? I don't think he's underrated. I think people rate him decently. I don't think he's an underrated keeper, no. Rashford to Zaha. Yeah, I would probably do that move, Nelson. Although this week, would I do that move? Yeah, it's not a bad move to do actually. I think Rashford's place is at risk sooner or later. With Anthony and everyone coming in. So yeah, I don't mind that move. Cancelo and I feel like Walker to Cancelo is a sideways move. I don't really think you need to do it, Mike, but it depends on when you're wildcarding as well, Mike. When are you wildcarding? Who will you go on wildcard, Mitro or Isaac? At the moment, I'm looking at Mitro on a wildcard. If you were to wildcard, I would go Mitro at the moment. Done. James brought in Odegaard or Nico Williams or James. Whom to play? Play James. Firmino or Gundagan as captain or Jesus, and who for vice captain chat? Don't captain Jesus. But if you wanted between Firmino or Gundagan, wait, why even? Don't you have Salah or Haaland, or are you just looking for a differential captain? It's for a differential captain. Firmino has been in good form, so maybe Firmino. Can you please review my team? Rank 10 in the league. Yes, we will. Let's have a look. Shupkaran's in right behind me by 2 points. Defense is solid. Midfield, Rodrigo. Who did you replace again? Who did you move for Rodrigo, or have you not done that yet? James will come in. And Haaland and the rest is solid. James will come in for Andres, I'm assuming. Who did you move on for Rodrigo? Pope, Trent, James, Cancelo, Nico, Stupinan, Trossard, Sterling, Kane, Haaland, Isaac. Thoughts on this wildcard template? This is for wildcard 9, right? Game week 9. Looks good. But it's no. You probably don't want to have Brighton players on your wildcard in 9. I think Brighton's fixtures get harder in game week 9, if I'm not mistaken. By the way, Shubhan, this looks haven't made any moves yet. Who do you plan on bringing in for Rodrigo? I think Rodrigo's got to go. In terms of Brighton's fixtures get hard. I wouldn't have them on a wildcard for these 2 game weeks as well. So I'll probably drop a Trossard from there and then bring in someone else in the midfield. I think there will be other options. I'd guess week 8 or 9 for wildcard. Okay. So then you probably don't need to do Cancelo now itself. Like, you don't need to do the Walker to Cancelo move now. If you're going to wildcard somewhere there, you can just keep that move and not take a hit. Mike. Nelson says, thanks. No worries, Nelson. Everton's Instagram has confirmed Idrissa Gana Gay playing. Ooh, okay. Should improve their defense. Haven't made any moves yet, says Shubharan. Yep, but probably need to move Rodrigo. Sam says, any statistics available about who is the most captain this week? Yes, I do have that. On Scout, it seems Haaland 45%, Salah 21%. That's on Scout based on how many votes? About 7,000 votes. And I assume this will be the case for this week as well. I think Haaland will be the most captain. I took out Salah as he disappointed me. Fair enough. Anyone going for Abba? Not yet, I think. I think we need to wait and see on Abba. Foden to Kulu? No, I probably wouldn't bring in Kulu. Because Spurs' fixtures are about to get hard. So I probably wouldn't do the Kulusevski. I would probably, if you want to go someone else, who would you go for? I don't know who you would go for. Maybe you could go Zaha. You could go Pascal Gross. You could go Trossard. One of those 3, maybe at the moment on that price bracket. But from next week onwards, I think there might be a couple more options that appear. 2 options: can downgrade Robbo and upgrade Rodrigo to 8.3 mid. Yes, okay. Or just move to Pascal. Move to Pascal for Mitrovic when fixtures turn. Wait, I didn't get that. So you mean you move Pascal and then Mitrovic later, or are you doing both of that? I didn't really get that. Luis, welcome. How are you doing? Hey mate, Perisic to Veltman and Rodrigo to Luis Diaz. I got some left in the bank, but I already have 3 Arsenal players, so Veltman it is. How much is Veltman? 4.6. You could probably save 0.1, and if you wanted to, you could go Webster or these Brighton left back. Lewis. You could probably go for Webster or Stupinen. One of those two. Webster seems to be targeted quite a bit on set pieces for Brighton, so he could get on the end of some set pieces. That's one option. Or the left back. In terms of Rodrigo to Luis Diaz, yes, that's not too bad. Was thinking Sanchez plus Trippier plus Pascal. Oof, -4. To Robbo, Ramsdale and Rodrigo out. Mm, 2.4 in the bank for Saliba and Mitrovic to come soon. Yeah, you could probably try that. You could probably try that move. Shubharan, it's not too bad. Not a bad set of moves. You could probably try it and see. Newcastle clean sheet this week? I hope so. I hope so, Mike. Bamford for Gameweek 7 versus Bournemouth. It depends on whether Bamford will stay. I mean, will start. I don't know how close Bamford is to a start yet. I'm not really sure. Fantasy Football Scout particular lineup is showing Richarlison in place of Son. Will Conte do that? Well, Paul O'Keefe on Twitter, who usually tends to get most of Spurs' predictions, Spurs' lineup predictions right, has predicted this for Spurs to, at least he's predicted this in terms of Spurs lineup. 20 minutes before the deadline. Yes, I should probably start doing my moves as well. Brighton get quality stuff. Cucurella went to Chelsea and they had replaced him with, yeah, exactly. True. Brighton do good business. Yeah, thanks. I mean, Veltman seems better with his bonus potential. Fair enough. If you want to do that, yeah, it could be. It's not a bad option. It's decent moves. Yes, I needed to check some news for you guys just to see if there's any news. By the way, guys, if anyone is new, feel free to hit the subscribe button, please. Cause we're trying to get to 500 subscribers before the first international break, and also hit that like button because it means the video will be found by more people. So thank you very much if you have done that already. In terms of moves, I can't seem to find any news at the moment. I need to probably look into moving. Arvin, yo, how you doing? Guys, we couldn't do a video with Arvin today for the Chatbox podcast, but we'll be doing one next week for sure. Let me message him. Caicedo is the diamond in the mix, indeed. Brought in dunk last game week, and bam, he scored an own goal. Oof. It's fine. He should be fine this week. Luis Diaz or Saka? Luis Diaz, Rocco. Luis Diaz. Oh yeah, I didn't check up on Esteban. He looks good. Might consider him too. Thanks, Sam. Yep, I think he looks good as well. Rocco, Luis Diaz for me. Alright, I think let me just quickly look on in terms of any early team news for Perisic or Liverpool in general. Nope, no news on Perisic. Liverpool team news. Nope, no Liverpool team news as well. Alright, I think I'm gonna do the Perisic to Trippier move. Let me close all of this. I've been opening so many tabs. Perisic to Trippier. 1 second. Alright, Perisic to Trippier. Where is it? This will be my move. Was late on the stream. Can you just show the predicted points of players this game week until international break? Yes. This is your predicted points for the next 5 game weeks for your top teams. You got Haaland, Salah, Kane, De Bruyne, Trent, James, Mitro, Sterling, Zaha, and the Arsenal boys, Luis Diaz, Tony, and Edison. This is until game week 10 though. I have one little dilemma to clear up. Would you start Nico or Trippier? I would start Trippier. Salah the Samurai. I would start Trippier. Robbo to Veltman or Dunk for Rodrigo to Diaz or Madison. That would depend on when you're wildcarding, Shubharan. If you're wildcarding in game week like 12 or 13, then maybe Madison. If you're wildcarding in like game week 9, then Diaz. Robbo, I would probably go maybe, I guess Veltman is fine. Dunk is also not a bad option. One of those two. Afternoon, Dominic. Afternoon, how are you doing? Should I sell Gundagan or keep? If I sell, what replacements do you recommend? Thanks. You can keep Gundagan. There are predictions that he might start, so you could probably keep him and see. He's not a bad option to keep. If you're thinking of selling for that price bracket, there's the Brighton players, there's the Leeds players. There aren't too many other standard options. Maybe Madison could become one, but we'll have to see. I'm waiting to just see with regards to even West Ham. So I think you maybe keep Gundagan just for one more week and then see it next week. Sal Summer says, thanks. Ate, how are you doing? What's up? From Striker. Yes, Kane captain to coming clutch. Hopefully. We'll see. How are you doing? Hope you've had a great day and a great week. Alright, guys. I am probably going to make my moves. And then after that, can I find anything? No, I can't really find anything. Okay, so guys, this is the plan. Now, Kulu to Zaha, Madison, Jave. What? Kulu to Zaha, Madison, Harvey Barnes, or Harrison? Depends on when you want a wildcard. If you're wildcard like 13 or something, then on wildcard all about. Oh, you're on a wildcard already, then Madison. You're already on a wildcard, then Madison. Doing well. That is good. That's good to hear. Okay, guys. So this is the plan. Now, after the deadline stream is done, I'm going to be recording a Chatbox podcast with Dexter Nathan on Twitter. And it'll be a quick one, but we'll record one. So if you guys want to check that out as well after this deadline stream, it'll be up hopefully before the game starts. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free to do so. Chatbox podcast with him, and we'll be predicting all the games and just discussing just football, having lots of banter. So we'll take shots at teams as well. So if you want to check all of that out, feel free to do so. Thanks, Pet. Yeah, I was worried Gundagan won't start after playing now. See, I also was worried, and which is why I kind of got rid of him. And then now the predictors come out and say that there's a chance that he might start. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do now. But I mean, you can probably just have someone good on your first bench. But even then, he came off, like last time he didn't start, he came off the bench and he got an assist. So I mean, my friend's team: Raya, Van Dijk, Walker, Trippier, James, Williams, Kroos, Salah, Diaz, Haaland, Jesus. Very good team. Bench: Mitrovic, Odegaard, Andreas. That's a strong bench. Anyone from the bench to be bought in? Maybe Mitrovic, to be honest. But apart from that, I think it's a solid team to even start. Trishul, welcome to the Football Chatbox. Bench Perisic, Trippier, or Da Silva? Bench Da Silva. You probably might have to bench Perisic as well, because he might not play. Is Perisic playing? I don't think so. I've tried to find, but I can't find anything, so it doesn't seem like he is playing by the looks of it. So yeah. Doesn't seem like he's playing. I can't seem to find any news of the fact that if he's playing even, but at the moment, no. Alright, I better do this move before I forget. Make transfer. Perisic, goodbye. Always has been a short-term punt. Unfortunately, I missed your hold. But in comes Trippier. Mike is still in the chat. Here we go. Trippier to start. Haaland captain. Team is set. 2 free transfers done. We will see what happens now. Foden to Madison. Yeah, you could try it, but the thing is Aston Villa are pretty bad, so I would probably give Foden one more game against Villa, because Aston Villa's defense is actually pretty bad. That's why. On YouTube chat or Twitter? What? Well, seems like he's predicted not to start, but I don't know. I would probably give Foden one more week, Mike. That's what I'm thinking. Don't think Foden will start. Ooh. Then if you're thinking that, then you probably do the Madison move. Liverpool, same team confirmed news. Is it same team confirmed? Are we sure? I haven't seen anything yet so far. So maybe it is. Perisic won't start because Conte said something about Sessegnon and he plays against his former club, so I guess he will start. Yeah, I think Sessegnon will start, to be honest. Yeah, Paul O'Keefe, yeah, exactly. Captain Haaland, yep, not a bad shout. I think I've Captain Haaland. I think he's a pretty decent shout. I need to message my mate and tell him. But yeah, Haaland captain is pretty good. Anyways, guys, my brother brought in Harrison. Is that stupid? Not really. Like, I think Leeds are pretty good attacking wise, but even Russell, who is a Leeds fan, said that Harrison is like a 50-50 in terms of whether he'll return or not. So you never know, Trishul. Could be a decent move, but I wouldn't expect too much from Harrison. I like Sinistera more than Harrison as an option. Alright. Do we have any final questions? Do we have any final questions? Harrison delivery was abysmal. Fair enough. Fair enough. Chelsea are set to announce a new contract for Amado Broja. All about Aronson, so under the radar, it's criminal. Fair enough. Alright, I think I'll probably give it for another 2 minutes maybe. Because I think we might end just before the deadline today. Bench Nico or Andreas? Bench Andreas probably. I think Nico Williams may do well. I mean, this is the game to play Nico Williams. If there was any game. It's against Bournemouth. Can you shout out my brother Nayan? Shout out to Nayan. Hope you have a good game week this week. and hope you get a green arrow. So shout out to Nayan. Great stream as per always. Good to listen to while deciding. Fair enough. Also, guys, if you are new, make sure to hit the like button and please subscribe, because we're trying to hit to 500 subscribers before the first international break. So hit that subscribe button. Does Da Silva start in predicted lineups? I don't think there are Brentford predicted lineups, unfortunately. So it's very hard to tell. I would probably not start Da Silva. Nah, can't find Brentford predicted lineups, unfortunately. I don't think people do for Brentford, or not enough Brentford fans online to do it. By sub, where are you from? Where am I from? I'm there. Yes, thanks, mate. Just realized you're starting Nico, so hope it does well. I hope so as well. Alright, guys. I think I'm gonna call it. I am gonna call it, and I'm just gonna go and get something quickly to eat because I'm really hungry right now. Haven't had much to eat. And then I'm going to be recording the Chatbox podcast video with my good friend, and that will be out hopefully before the game start. So we'll just do a quick video doing predictions and whatnot. And yeah. Damsgaard, is that Martin Odegaard? Odegaard expected to start ahead of Da Silva. Oh, Damsgaard expected to start ahead of Da Silva. Maybe, I'm not really sure. Nice stream as always. Thank you, mate. Thanks for the great stream. Thanks, mate. Great stream. Thank you, everyone. By the way, before we leave, I need to bring this up. Football Content Awards. We're trying to get nominated for Best New Content Creator category. So if you guys think that we deserve to be nominated for the Best New Content Creator category, feel free to go and type Football Chatbox in there and nominate us. I'll put the link in the channel. I'll put the link in the chat. So Football Content Awards, go nominate us there. We're still open. I think 19th September is when the nominations close. So feel free to go and nominate us there. And yeah, thank you to everyone who's kept me company. Got rid of Perisic for Veltman. Fair enough. Good luck, Tiger and Gunnar. So thank you to Tiger and Gunnar, Luis, Shubharan, Sam, Dexter, Trishul. Shout out to Trishul and Trishul's brother, Nayan, Russell, Arte, Amit, Dominic, Sala the Samurai, Rocco, Sam, TM, Mike, and everyone else who are here in the chat as well. Thank you to everyone. Good luck to you guys as well for the game week. This is my team. This is it. Sorted. I think the deadline's about to hit as well anyways. So shout out to you all, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with a new video. Make sure to check the Chatbox podcast as well once it's out. Until then, peace out.
I'm walking alone.